What's poppin'? Big Larry here, hopping online to talk about fake beliefs. Now, there are some super big fake beliefs, um, and a fake belief can also be something known as a religion, something that is pushed onto reality upon a consistent basis of existence itself. Now, some big fake beliefs are things such as the spirit doesn't equate to a form of matter and reality itself. The spirit is heat, just like the soul is cold. um, I was gonna say the mind is spacey, but the mind is misty because that is where your dreams and whatnot are. So when you get high and stuff like that, you be in a comfortable space within your mind, like you blazed away everything that was infectious because you started putting a healing element within that existence itself, and it burned away everything that was toxic or contagious for your spirit, for your heat. So you started to condense your own solarities. You started to conceive your own soul itself. Hang on, let me charge this mug up while I'm in here talking. I ain't talked in a while, but yeah, that's one of them. Um, that's it. I don't want to go too deep into detail about too many things, but I'm gonna make a whole series about false beliefs and breaking them down. But a few other things that are like supernatural and extremely mystical that um, has a lot of confusion over the topic itself is things like let's talk about Kabbalah, the Kabbalahs, right? Our Kabbalics are Hermetics. Hermetics is the teachings of like your aromics itself, your aroma or your aurora that you naturally live through, and how to live within principles and universal laws to stay within harmony of who you are. So it's some simple stuff that can help you connect everything within the Kabbalah, and it's just stuff like astrology and you know different studies upon life itself, how to connect different esoterics with one another, just knowing how to break down these topics in a likeness to where it's balanced overall. So you got the left side, which is masculinity. That is something that is being conceived through effort. You know, something that is like being pushed out into existence. Then you got the right side, which is femininity. You know, the actual entity itself, and having a conception of who you are, a vibration, a voice, a soul within life and reality. While the yang, the solar plexus, or not just the solar plexus, the solar aspect of the individual is what is on the left side. So you have a left eye, which is your yang, and you have a right eye, which is your yin. And that's like the difference between men and females, and well, men and women. You have beings that come from the west, beings that come from knowingness, and you have beings that come from the east, beings that come from greatness, just growing through life and reality through a repetitious manner, and just overcoming your trials and tribulations through the raw equalities or the raw qualities of the spirit itself. Then you got beings that use knowingness or use logic, you know, use I don't want to just say manipulation, but they use a form of order to reach their to reach their goals or whatever aspirations that they are actually seeking. They go through it in a way of using the light, while the east side goes through it in a way of using the darkness. You know, just like beings that come from the north, right? Beings that come from the north are more angelic. They are always in their now. They represent their presence. They don't live within like a cowardice, a cowardness type of life and reality to where they hide most to where like beings in the south like to hide themselves and not necessarily present all of the truth. You have to get to know them well. like going within a well and getting deeper to know someone. Those are beings that come from the south. Then you got beings that come from the north, which are like angels, like how you got angels and demons. An angel would be a being that's more from the north. I'm always in my now, I always speak my presence truly more of. While I bring from the south may play or have a slang to their words to where they often don't be within a space of time like a zodiacal presence of like being within Leo. They're more like a Sagittarian. They're ducked off with their fire and they know how to be mutable with it instead of a Leoistic individual like a Larian or somebody who would always be lost within their shine, trying to figure out their glow in life and reality. You know. But yeah, that's a quick etymology for demons and angels as well. Like, it's just like angels are north, demons are south, man is west, woman is east. Just like how you got a left and a right. Your left side, the masculine aspect of your individuality. Your right side, the feminine aspect of your individuality. That's it. That's all. And then you have to master your yin and yang to get to a place of triplicities or harmonization or like the Holy Spirit. There's a lot of different names for it, but damn, what is it called? Being sacred, but this being sacral. After you master yin and yang, you start being sacral to where you consistently move through the sacredness of your spirit itself. Like the Kundalini, like spirit is just living through the snake way. Like always honoring all of yourself in life and reality. Not necessarily talking about the properties of a snake and how humanity may believe snakes to be, but like the actualities of the spirit or the atmosphere, the aurora that the snake has, and how it just lives through its own perfection without necessarily making any appendages. It just is the living flow. Almost like air or water just existing, and it's an existence that you coexist with, that you can communicate with and commune with in different ways, shapes, or forms. And before I get off of here, yeah, that's a lot of stuff to do with like rituals and witchery type of things. It's just talking about Ouroboros. I don't know how to pronounce it, but you probably know what I'm trying to spell. It's just talking about the snake eating its tail. That infinite cycle of power and calling upon such things like your drizzle, having it rain in your life as manna, something that can be fruit and nutritious, but in a likeness of fulfilling your dreams. So it manifests in good spaces and whatnot, like how the Druids and whatnot used to practice stuff like just simple things like heirlooms. A heirloom can be like a group of sticks from like a tree, that you worship, or a space that you keep cleansly. Like a space that you clean up usually. Like our southerners go around and they got big yards and stuff, they mow their lawns and stuff like that all the time. That's the ritual. Then you keep that place clean so the twigs and whatnot, the fruits and whatnot that fall from those trees or the seeds are in a different space themselves. Like it's a space of cleanliness, like a space of God. If you know something about like the Kabbalahs and the Tree of Life and all that good stuff, it's just like Ian Soft. Something moving through a space in a completely clean manner to where it hasn't been touched by any aspect of reality itself, but it is still alive, breathing, and well. So that's like where a lot of like druid type of stuff came from. Just impacting things with your own solar energy, and as you do it again and again and again, you eventually build up enough cosmetic energy to interact with this vessel in a magnetic likeness to where you can bring out the manifestations of the condensation of the elements itself, whatever you are in alignments of. So whatever you got like a likeness nature to, like a similar vibration to, you can use it in that type of a manner. Like say like everybody got sticks or whatnot that you used to have at your granny or granddad's house, some elder that used to be around as you was younger with your your younger kin. as you grow older and you keep that stick and stuff around you, you know, the life and whatnot that can grow up on the stick, especially if you try to tend to the stick, can be different types of moss. Or you can plant the stick in the dirt and you make different type of mushrooms, and you make your own type of stuff, you know, and make your own species of something because of how much you put your genetics into it. You know, it's just depending on how you're working with it. As long as you're not trying to copy someone else's formula, you make something anew. You know, and that's like knowing a lot of universal laws and stuff. But yeah, Rosa.